Everyone claims their pet is the smartest, but what if we told you science actually has an answer? Today, we're settling the age-old debate, cats versus dogs. Who's really smarter? For centuries, cats and dogs have lived side by side with humans. They're our loyal companions, our fierce protectors, and our beloved family members. But beneath their fluffy fur and adorable eyes lies a competition that has been raging for thousands of years, a battle of intelligence. Is it the devoted, obedient dog who comes when called, or the mysterious, independent cat who seems to know exactly what it wants? To find out who truly reigns supreme, we're diving deep into the science, the instincts, and the real-world behavior that defines these two incredible species. Get ready, because the answer might surprise you. Let's start with the very core of intelligence, the brain itself. If you were to look at the brain of a dog and a cat, you'd notice a few things. On average, a dog's brain weighs about 1.2% of its total body mass. A cat's brain, in comparison, is a bit smaller, coming in at around 0.9%. Now you might think, case closed, bigger brain, smarter animal. But in neuroscience, size isn't everything. The real magic happens in the neurons. Neurons are the building blocks of thought, and the more you have in the cerebral cortex, the part of the brain responsible for complex thinking, planning, and decision-making, the more processing power you have. So who wins the neuron race? Neuroscientists decided to find out. In a groundbreaking study, they counted the neurons in the cerebral cortex of both animals. The results were astonishing. Dogs have roughly 530 million neurons packed into that thinking part of their brain. And cats, they have about 250 million. That's less than half. So based on pure neurological hardware, dogs seem to have a significant advantage. It suggests they have a greater biological capacity for complex thought. But as any cat owner will tell you, intelligence isn't just about raw numbers. It's about how you use what you've got. The brain is the engine, but behavior is where the rubber meets the road. This brings us to one of the most common ways we measure animal intelligence, problem-solving and trainability. This is where dogs truly shine. They are famous for their ability to follow commands, learn intricate tricks, and even assist humans in highly specialized jobs like police work, search and rescue, and service assistance. Studies have shown that the average dog can learn and understand up to 165 words and signals, which is comparable to a 2-year-old human child. The smartest breeds, like the famously brilliant Border Collie, can push that number to over 1,000 commands. It can solve complex puzzles, open doors, and even seem to understand cause and effect. Cats, on the other hand, are notoriously difficult to test. And it's not because they can't solve the puzzles. It's often because they choose not to. When researchers set up experiments to measure feline intelligence, they frequently encounter a very cat-like problem. Many of their furry test subjects simply walk away. They'll look at the puzzle, look at the researcher, and then decide that taking a nap in a sunbeam is a far more intelligent use of their time. This isn't a lack of intelligence. It's a demonstration of it. Cats are selectively intelligent. They prefer to use their smarts on their own terms, for things that benefit them directly. So while dogs excel at trainable, cooperative intelligence, cats display a more independent, self-serving form of genius. They're not going to jump through hoops just to please you, unless there's something in it for them. Now let's flip the scenario entirely. Imagine a dog and a cat, both domesticated, are suddenly left to fend for themselves in the wild. Who would survive longer? This is where the script flips. Cats, even the laziest house cats, are natural-born hunters. Their instincts are hardwired. They can stalk, pounce, and hunt prey with incredible precision and efficiency, often without ever being taught. Their bodies are built for stealth and sudden bursts of power. They are solitary survivors, capable of finding food, water, and shelter all on their own. Dogs, though descended from the mighty wolf, have had many of those raw survival instincts bred out of them over thousands of years of domestication. While some breeds retain strong hunting drives, many, especially smaller companion breeds, would be lost without human care. Dogs excel at teamwork and cooperation. which is a powerful survival strategy for a pack, but not as useful when they're alone. In a pure survival test, where independence and adaptability are key, the cat might just have the upper paw. Their intelligence is geared towards self-preservation, making them the ultimate lone survivor. But intelligence isn't just about solving puzzles or catching mice. There's another, equally important kind of intelligence, emotional intelligence. This is the ability to understand and respond to the emotions of others. And here, dogs seem to have an undeniable gift. They are masters of reading human cues. They can interpret our facial expressions, our tone of voice, and even changes in our heart rate and scent. They respond to our sadness with a comforting head on our lap, and they mirror our excitement with joyful energy. They are empathetic creatures, tuned into the human emotional world. Cats, true to form, are more subtle. But don't mistake their subtlety for a lack of caring. They express their affection and understanding differently. A slow blink from across the room is often called a cat kiss, a sign of trust and contentment. A gentle head bump or bunting is their way of mocking you as part of their family. Purring and sleeping near you are also signs of deep comfort and connection. Scientists believe that both species can understand human emotions, but dogs are simply more overt and expressive in showing their empathy. Cats feel it. They just have a more reserved way of showing it. Let's talk about memory and learning. How does the species store and recall information? When it comes to long-term memory, cats are surprisingly impressive. They have excellent recall for places, routines, and especially people. A cat can remember a person or another animal for years, even after a long separation. They remember who was kind to them and who wasn't. Their memory is tied to strong positive or negative experiences. Dogs, on the other hand, have a powerful associative memory. They learn and remember through repetition and association. The sound of the treat bag, the jingle of the leash, the word walk, these cues trigger a learned response. They are brilliant at remembering commands, smells, and people through frequent interaction. So you could say that cats might remember things for a longer period of time, especially impactful events, while dogs are better at remembering a wider range of things more frequently through daily repetition and training. Both are effective, just adapted for different lifestyles. Ultimately, the debate boils down to very different types of intelligence, social versus solo. Dogs evolved as pack animals. Their intelligence developed around teamwork, communication, and social hierarchy. For a dog, being smart means reading social cues, following the leader, and cooperating to achieve a common goal, like hunting or protecting the pack. Their intelligence is external, collaborative, and directed towards the group. Cats evolved as solitary hunters. Their intelligence is all about stealth, patience, and calculated, independent decisions. For a cat, being smart means outwitting prey, assessing risks on its own, and mastering its environment without help. Their intelligence is internal, strategic, and self-reliant. They're not trying to please a pack leader. They are the leader of their own one-cat kingdom. So really, they haven't just developed intelligence. They've mastered two completely different kinds of intelligence, each perfectly suited to their evolutionary path. So after all that, who wins the battle of the brains? The truth is, it depends entirely on how you define smart. If you define intelligence by obedience, problem-solving in cooperation with humans, and social teamwork, then dogs take the crown. Their ability to learn commands, work alongside us, and show clear empathy makes them an obvious choice. But if you define intelligence by independence, adaptability, survival skills, and strategic, self-interested thinking, then cats are the silent geniuses of the animal world. Their ability to thrive on their own terms and make calculated decisions for their own benefit is a different, but no less impressive, form of intellect. In the end, both species are incredibly smart, each in their own unique and specialized way. The only real difference is how they choose to show it. Dogs wear their intelligence on their sleeves, eager to please and work with us. Cats keep their intelligence a little closer to the vest, revealing their genius on their own time. There are two different answers to the question of what it means to be a successful animal. So we'll turn the question over to you. Based on what you've seen, who do you think is smarter, cats or dogs? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories and opinions. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives that uncover the secret minds of our favorite pets. Thanks for watching.